Hi, this is Michael Wilson, Father Benedict, and today, as promised, I'm going to record the concentration exercise that we used in the Holy Order of Bands, sometimes called the Orange exercise. And it was a prerequisite for meditation. The first thing we had to learn was how to concentrate. And if you do this exercise and you get to where you can do it perfectly every time, you'll be a really good meditator. So I'm going to begin the instructions now. Sit quietly in a chair with a hard back and just take it easy for a few minutes, letting your thoughts slowly come to a halt. Then looking at the orange, which you have placed on a stand or a clear table before you at about 1.5 feet from you, examine slowly and completely the surface of the orange. Then letting your eyes slowly drift to the center of the orange. Look within it as if you are imagining it as it is inside, but not really, for you are actually looking within it. Let your eyes remain constant as you look within it and examine the various segments, shapes, colors, and sizes of the pieces and the seeds within the orange. Then, after you have done this for a few minutes, examine a seed and take it down to its shell and examine its many layers. Then, looking at the seed, see how it would look placed in the ground, then sprouting, bearing roots, and finally growing to a small bush, then a tree, and then bearing a blossom, which blossoms into a fruit. You again have the orange. Let this be your exercise. Remember that this simple exercise represents your universe, and that Jesus, after he had taken on the Christ aspect, said that only through me shall ye see the face of the Father. This orange is round like the sun in a similar shape. It is also the path to the Father because it represents in form and symbolism the shape of the Father, this solar system. It is also subdivided into segments, the same as the segments of the solar system and its divisions for the calculation and the divining of the naval astrological chart. That should be natal astrological chart. So the seeds of the orange are, in symbolism, the planets of the solar system in the different houses of the zodiac. Under the influences, you gain control of mind, so that you may reach the mind of the Father, so that you may reach the self within which you are seeking. So we see that in this simple concentration exercise, which is more than 4,000 years old, we have the symbolism of the Father, the symbolism of the Son, S-O-N, S-U-N, and the symbolism of this solar system and life eternal. If at any time during the exercise you stop and a thought slips in and your attention drifts momentarily at any time, stop immediately and go back to the beginning, letting your thoughts drift out and slowly stop, and then begin again. Do not do this more than 3 times a sitting, and no more than 2 to 3 times a day. The completed exercise should take between 10 and 15 minutes. Well, that's all there is to it. Pretty simple. But it will give you a power of concentration so that you can eliminate unwanted thoughts from your mind and concentrate on what you do want to hold in your mind. And that's the first step in learning to meditate. And I want to add that this morning, we recorded lesson 73, I will, there be light. When you combine concentration with lesson 73, you can use that lesson to come into the illumination. So, happy concentrating and happy meditating. Have a good rest of your life.